First try. Oh. Language. All my relations. Now I got candles going. I gotta watch I don't burn myself here. Minogajip, good morning. Welcome. It's me, Wingish, ni be, me Jackie Quay. That's right, a friendly, freaky, sweet Chris, what a medicine woman. Yeah. Christianna Chris Carr, superstar. Oh, this beautiful divine being right here. Welcome, all you absolutely beautiful divine beings. Right here too. That's right. We're not getting there no more. We're not trying to get there because we're always here. Right? Whenever you get there, you're here. Because you're never going to get there. You're always going to be here. There you go. How's that for a Monday mix-up? Hey, okay, let's just get in here because we're going to read that book, see what we have focused on for this week, what we're going to focus on for this week. We just had that, was it new moon? And oh, let me start off by saying, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, my dear daddy. Happy birthday to you. And did you know it's Ruth Bader Ginter's birthday too? I don't know. RBG, she's the Supreme Court Justice. Oh, it's her birthday today too. Wow. Wow, beautiful. And happy birthday to everybody else in March. Anybody that I missed. I'm going to put your name in there. That are my daddies. And I think you do. Okay. Well, happy birthday. Oh, you March babies. Oh, you little fishies out there. Because we're into Pisces right now with just the fishies, right? We'll be going into the little ram zone. Restoring balance. The two fishies is balance. Huh? We gotta bring in the balance. Okay, we're going to set up our cards here. I got maybe a morning star Monday, but we're just gonna. I'm kind of liking this reading as one major arcana off the hop here and see how that relates to the rest of the week. And there's that thing I was looking for. Okay. Anyway, so let's call in all of our energies from the east, path of illumination and clarity, place of fire, place of man. And calling back all of our energies from the south, that's the waters, the emotions, the childhood, innocence. Calling back all of our energies from the west, it's the earth, the physical, the woman, place of introspection. And we call back all of our energies from the north, that's the wisdom years, the air, the mental. And we walk the red road. Our earth walk goes from south in childhood, where maybe we're not even seeing our blessings. Sometimes, if we're not taught to be grateful for what we got, if our parents just keep handing it out, we're not going to learn that sense of, contemplating our blessings. We're going to take for granted because it's just always there, handed out, given to us. That's where our parents need to help us. So hopefully, parents, people out there, whatever, right? We contemplate our blessings. That's the Four of Arrows, which is the swords in the traditional thing. So this is the thoughts when we think. If we're taught to appreciate our things, we need to look and appreciate all that we've got as we get up here. And then we can heal. Maybe all that we didn't get. We see that what didn't kill us made us stronger. All of that. We see the power for healing lies in the feelings. Not avoiding it, right? That harmony and balance. When we bring balance back to ourselves, we see the strength in us. No more praying for strength. Pray for courage, right? Because we pray for strength and then we'll get lots of things to strengthen us up, right? So that courage. We've got enough strength in us and we can see that as we get up there because we survived. And we can see that we're all connected. And we see that the woman carries the man. Woman carries men. Ooh, right? Mother Earth, that's the woman energy, whatever. Right? And man protects that woman. Not because she's weak or because she's important, because we honor and respect. We bring that balance, right? We need both those energies, right? Can't have babies without men, can't have babies without women. So, well, of course, with science, we can all try and make up ways, but then is that all natural? I don't know. Anyways, gotta feel to heal. As we get up there into those wisdom years, we know that gratitude, that's how we heal. With the gratitude, the wisdom, we're thankful for everything that we came through. We contemplate our blessings as we get up there. That's how we get that strength and that healing. And then as the spirit, blue road of spirit, it's that commitment to a way. Again, right? Spirit don't care what you call it. It's because, honor that source. Honor that source in you. Honor that source in everyone that you see. Whether they call it the same name or you, right? Commitment to a way. You just commit to that way. What is that? Right? Sometimes we're committed to a way that isn't ours. We're trying to bang and open that door. We're committed to try and breaking down this door. But that door isn't for us. There's this one wide open here with everything we dreamed over here. Not even more than we ever dreamed, because we're limited our dreams by our little brains. That's why we're trying to bang down this door. Right? Because we're limited, thinking that's it. If I don't break down this door, I don't get my dreams. Then we don't look over here. What is that for you? It's the Eight of Arrows, that's the thought we're sharing. Your commitment to a way. Believe in something or you fall for anything is one of those soul sayings, eh? East to west. We're born in through the eastern gate, exit to the western gate, and that's when we're coming home. That 10 of pipes, that fire, that spirit. We come home to that spirit inside. When we come home to those littles inside too, we take care of those littles, right? We be that parent that little needed when we were younger. Whatever that is for you, right? You're the adult now, so no more excuses, right? I like to find our inner child and kick its little ass. Get over it. No, I like to find our inner child and give it a very big hug. Yeah. How about you do that? Hug your little. And now we want to be cautious. We don't want to project our things on to our own children, but we can, when we embrace our own child, we can visualize in that moment too. It gives us something physical that we're actually hugging our own inner child. But we need to be careful. Not to project and think that our outer children are our inner children. Does that make sense? Above, below, and within. Let's see. Do we have a major arcana? The will to do. Passing on the knowledge. Right on the top. Nope. The 8 of arrows is right there. Will to do. Spiritual family. Okay. One, the major arcana to fall out for us. One spirit. Spirit. Ow! Spirit message. Thank you, Creator. All my relations are always with us. Working through me. This one's twisting. There we go. Look at that. There's that trickster energy. Yes. Yes, yes. And look at that. Did we have that before? Right on the top, you see? Death and transformation. I don't think we've read that one either, but we're going to go with the trickster. Let's see this. What we've all been caught up in. Yes, yes. You need to realize it too, right? The realization of bondage begets liberation. You got to see what's holding you down, what's holding you back, what's blocking you. Once you realize that, that's when you're freed. Because if we don't know what's holding us back, right? We didn't look at this door that's open. We keep looking over here. So when we realize we're just tied and we're fixated on this door, once we realize, well, my head moves. I can turn my head, my eyes. Oh, oh. Whoa, and now I'm free because there's that door. That one's for me. Whatever is that. We get captivated by the trickster. Say, no, you got to keep banging down this door because the greatest prize is behind this door. Right? Whatever that is for you. What is that? I say to you. Yeah. Realization of bondage. Right? You see how that guy's just taking off over here? He's just taking off, gone off to the city. These guys like, what happened? You promised. Oh, he said he'd be back. And then he never comes back. What is that for you? If you've been captivated by a trickster in your life, then they leave and you're left with nothing. Or does it appear that way? We can contemplate our blessings that, hey, they took off. We still have our lives. We're still together. You know, we can rebuild. We still have everything we need for basic survival. So we didn't get all the shiny luxury material things. You know, we still have all the beautiful things. It's the most beautiful, is the most natural, right? Natural beauties. Be your own natural beauty. Yeah, right? Okay. This is what we're looking at here. We won't read those. We'll do a little touch into. Because this is what we're focused on. How do we get caught up into it? We have to have that transformation. The ride through the desert toward the setting sun. We have to let that sun set. We can't just sit there and dwell and dwell and dwell and dwell. And how many of us do? Ooh, we're going to fall down there again. Ow. Oh, this jittery feeling. I keep getting these jittery feelings. Oh, and it don't feel good. No, it don't. Don't feel good. No, it don't. No, it don't. No, it don't feel good. Okay, back it up. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Excuse me. That's appreciating those days gone by. That's the 6 of bowls, right? That's that love. Look at that. We had love. Better to have loved than lost and never to have loved at all. Okay, I knew this was going to happen. Getting too warm in her. I'm going to have to blow out this candle on there. I'm going to burn my face. I'm going to burn my face on it. Okay. Weirdo. Right, but you knew that, didn't you? Didn't you know that already? I heard. Boo! 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 Ow! Okay. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. Okay, we're going to have our little moon card over her too. Okay, I love these moon woman cards. They is so beautiful. Don't you believe so too? Whoops, this is like flipping over. Just the one of these ones too. Just once, and we'll get in there. What's that? I think that's a 15 on that devil card. Devil energy, the trickster energy, just wants to trick us. And remember, it's not going to show up as evil villain. It's going to show up as that little guy. Oh, I'm just passing through. Oh, I just needed some shelter from the storm. Right? And then there's kind people that go, okay, come on in. I'm going to help you out because I believe in helping out those less fortunate. And you're out in the rain. Come on in. Let me share everything I got. You poor man with nothing here. Right, well that happens. It happens. They get us to feel sorry for them. We're the ones left with nothing, and then we still feel sorry for them, wishing we could give them more. Look at that. 2 come out with that. Right? Oh, I like that one there too. Look at that. Wow. Oh, 13. Lucky number 13 on the top. What's that one? Oh, we've read that one before, didn't we? We did. Yes, we did. And this we got 6 and 10. 6 and 10. Well, look at, we got the 6 right here. That makes a 6. And that's a 13. Wow, 6 and 4 is 10. Look at that. Imagine that. Well, this one is the 6. Look at those in there. That's the number 6. And that one is the 10. Out! Yep. This piece one is going to go out. Oh, it looks like white buffalo. Look at the elders. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 10 up there. Hi, K. What about a little bit? Okay, let's start. Get her red. Okay, put this on that, and we're gonna go to 15. Oh, back this way. This way. That's the sunset. That's the transformation. That was this one over here, right? Right through the desert. Affirmation. I accept the changes that will come through higher states of consciousness. All change works to bring about my freedom and my good. I let go and I am free. And I added, I am fully holy me. And then we go to the trickster energy. Okay, it's not too long. So let me do this. Since I'm already do this anyways, let me just stand up. Make sure you can see the whole page as the fingers are out the way. I'm going to take a quick screenshot if you want to read it on your own. At your own time. There we go. Bob's my daddy. Okay. No, not the pure shield. We're going back to that trickster energy. Okay, I gotta take this thing on her. I know. I'm a weirdo. And that's okay. Keeps life interesting. Don't you know? So, it's 15. It's the trickster energy. The number meaning it's 15. I just said that. Realization of bondage begets liberation. In the traditional tarot, it is the devil card. The woman, the medicine woman energy is captivated by the trickster. Affirmation. The primal will, the will to heal within me is stronger than any thought, thing, person, disease, habit, or practice that attempts to rule my life. I do now fully realize my power to change all that appears to oppress me. You know what our power is? To get out of our own way, let that work through us. I'll read that one more time, try and do it a little more smooth. The affirmation. The primal will to heal within me is stronger than any thought, thing, person, disease, habit, or practice that attempts to rule my life. I do now fully realize my power to change all that appears to oppress me. The card speaks. I am the force given power when one assumes the attitude that the material world rules them, rules her, H-I-R, right? So it encompasses all, right? I am the force given power when one assumes the attitude that the material world rules. I am given power when you look only backward to that which has been your experience, and when you allow those previous apparent failures to rule your walking. Devil is lived, spelled backwards. Devil is lived, spelled backwards. It is living and looking only to what has been. In other words, it is really the opposite of living, which is a moving forward. You are chained by the point of view that what's out there limits you. You can transmute this devil by realizing that the past can be transcended. The sorcerer Don Juan spoke of a warrior as one having no personal history. By this, he meant that to be a person of power, one must let go of the memories of one's own failures. You must reevaluate. You must revalue. You must live and go forward. The source, all that appears to have limited you on the material plane, whether laws or people or situations, must be made into your benefactors by your own mental processes. Of course, we can get help. Only way I can help on the inside, right? The devil then becomes merely the trickster, causing you to look at yourself and discover where you are caught by the world. You may want to rebel against outside forces that appear to harm you, but the only true revolution is evolution of consciousness. The only true revolution is evolution of consciousness. Material experience follows mental experience. Black is beautiful is the mental construct that changed the consciousness that freed black people from bondage. There's still bondages going on. Look at us. Women's liberation encompassed the idea and image of women as a large group. 51% of the population, I guess, at this time of this book. Worthy of respect and self-love. Okay, women's liberation encompassed the idea and image of women as a large group, worthy of respect and self-love. Women are worthy of respect and self-love. This concept was the inspiration leading to the actions leading to freedom from oppression. Are we really free from that oppression, though? The devil is faulty observation, superficial reasoning that gives physicality more power than spirituality. Remember, the body dies easily. The spirit is infinite. This stage of growth means moving beyond appearances, experiencing beyond the senses. Sexuality is more than sensation. Life is more than the material plane. The devil dies to life. You have lifted the chains when you understand this. You have lifted the chains when you understand this. As you come to know me as the trickster, you will discover that I capture your compassion by leading you into situations where you experience the inequities of the world. You are drawn to change them. Okay. By leading you into situations where you experience the inequities of the world, you are drawn to change them. Do you get that? By leading you into situations where you experience the inequities of the world, you are drawn to change them. Wow, that speaks numbers. I've been experiencing the inequities of the world, right? Just to be a woman, we experience that, right? As a man, you need to, more certain colors you experience that. Well, you know what? That's where we get dividing ourselves here. There's the trickster energies that we're all against each other. We're all in it together, going in the same direction. Okay, anyway. As you see that others suffer with you, your heart takes a spiritual step. When you have moved beyond blame, beyond the idea of devil and the expression of rage at an unfair world, your open heart begins to transform the energy of anger into the action of love. Open heart begins to transform the energy of anger into the action of love. I have tricked you into becoming a compassionate being. Only now are you able to help the world. Your heart will reach for the spirit. Sure does. Self-questioning. Whom do I blame when something goes wrong? Who do you blame when something goes wrong? Do I look to myself? Do you look to yourself? Do I check out my beliefs to see how they brought the situation to me? Do you check out your beliefs to see how you brought the situation to you? Am I called to anger or to action that might make correction? Are you called to anger or to action? Exercise. Recall a situation where you felt oppressed by outside forces. List 3 other possible ways you could have interpreted or valued the situation. Now consider the results of each way of valuing. Excellent. Exercise. Recall a situation where you felt oppressed by outside forces. 3 possible ways you could have interpreted it. Meditation. Allow an image of someone toward whom you hold a resentment to come to mind. Release this person from your resentment by taking off the chain by which your feeling attempts to bind them. In this way, you forgive them and release yourself at the same time. Place the situation in the hands of the higher power. Visualization. Think of a situation in your present life where you feel overpowered by the world, victimized by what seems uncontrollable. We're really not in control of anything. We're just here for the ride. We going kicking and screaming, or we flowing with it? Hey, learning the moves. Life's a dance, you learn as you go. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. Don't worry about what you don't know. Life's a dance, you learn as you go. John Michael Montgomery, Life's a Dance. Oh, there was just a TV show. They just said that one, and I'm like, oh, that's one of my favorites. Yeah. So I looked it up and added it to my playlist. I sure did. Good medicine mix. Anyways, we were over here. Okay, the visualization. Think of a situation in your present life where you feel overpowered by the world, victimized by what seems uncontrollable. Allow the knowledge of what you can really do to come to mind. If it doesn't present itself immediately, make up a fantasy of yourself taking power and control over this aspect of your life. See the fantasy through to its successful completion. If you weren't pleased with how you handled it in the first fantasy, begin again and come up with an alternative method. Do this until you find one that makes you feel good, as opposed to vindicated, right? Makes you feel good, as opposed to vindicated, right? The astrological sign for this card is Capricorn. And then we go into this little Unchained. It is easy to feel trapped, limited by circumstances, poor because no one will give you a job, hungry for a lack of a handout, and so on. There seem to be endless restraints on us in the veil of tears, as this life is sometimes called. Indeed, for all practical purposes, life can be a struggle, full of sorrow and pain. Why is this so? Once again, I am drawn to play with the word evil and transpose the first two letters, creating veil. These worldly evils are a veil that hangs over our eyes while our consciousness clings to the belief that it is through material means that our liberation comes. We struggle to make more money, believing money will wipe out the feeling of poverty. I say feeling because the amount of material wealth one is happy with can be far below what is called the poverty level. The amount of material wealth one is happy with can be far below what is called the poverty level. See, sometimes those with the least seem like they're the most happy. We struggle to combat disease at its symptomatic end, rather than to create conditions of health in self and earth through proper living. We cry for the suffering, hungry victims of societal abuse, but do little to create a new society. We give our days to society's jobs, our children to be taught in their schools, the very values whose results we see and abhor. We suffer through relationships that stifle creativity and spirituality so that we don't have to risk being our greatest self. Oh, the ills of the world are great indeed, and we love to feel victimized and abused. But there is another part of us that emerges as we rise above these conditions, and from our liberated view, we see that we pulled ourselves up by our very own bootstraps. Whether from our own determination or the help of God, as we allow it to work through us. We want to show others the way. This is a big step, a good step, but not the last step. We must also rise above the struggles of others. It is a blessing to get beyond one's own limitations, but lo and behold, you are then confronted by an entire world of suffering beings. Anyone who works in the field of social services know what a burnout it can be to try to help others by material means. Admittedly, help can be given. Money, food, medicine, and shelter are immediate satisfiers. But the problem is eternal. It can be completely solved only by changes in consciousness. Just like the awakenings you made when you realized you could do something for yourself. This does not mean you must not offer material help if the opportunity is before you. You must follow your conscience. That is your spiritual growth. And as you awaken, your greater spiritual power will have more effect on the world than any good deed you ever did. As you awaken, your greater spiritual power will have more effect on the world than any good deed ever did. It is your love, kindness, and generosity that help the world. It is your love, kindness, and generosity that helps the world. Your offerings are simply the material representations of your inner growth. Your offerings are simply the material representations of your inner growth. Consequently, you must not seek the material offering to solve your problems. Right? We don't seek the money to solve our problems, material stuff to solve our problems, but those spiritual qualities higher than your own. Spiritual qualities higher than your own. This way, this trickster is follied. You are freed, the veil is lifted, the devil is no more. Seek the material. Those spiritual qualities higher than your own. You must not seek material offerings to solve your problems, but those spiritual qualities higher than your own. This way, the trickster is follied. You are freed. The veil is lifted. The devil is no more. Power to the people. Letting their love shine through. So appreciate the days gone by. I'll just do the quick little prayer. I have given my gift of love and has been gratefully received by another. In the waters of life, we rest our desires and allow ourselves to be moved by a greater force. It is in this time of looking back that we realize life is perfect and that we are prepared to meet whatever will come our way. Endless streams of emotions flow between myself, the beloved, and the beloved you placed within my reach. We are consciously united in the great pleasure that is but a taste of the wonder of God. Great Spirit, I give thanks for this universe is full of treasures that you give to me through all my love's care. With each person whom I love and with whom I share my inner being, I come to know yet another part of your great glory. Woo! That's a right transformation. So we're letting those old ways die off, you know? Looking at what we had, right? Being transformed by that and laughing at ourselves because we took things a little too seriously, maybe. Hey, what is that for you? I'd like to bring those in a little bit closer, but I can hold it closer. How about this? We'll stick this over here then, because we're going to read that. Put these down here. Read the 6 and then the 10. What's that? That's the 10. And that's the 6. We're playing with these inner children too, right? It's about time. They just won't come out and play. They want to be recognized. Yes, they do. How does that go in there? I can't get it in. That one's stuck there. I'm going to stick this one here. Okay. Ouch. Look at that. I think we had this one before, didn't we? Didn't we? I don't know. I've read it before, but let's look at number 10 first. And I opened right to it. Well, the back page of it. It's a two little page. 10. Okay, the grandmother, third initiation. Let me see. Okay, we'll leave them like that. It's fine. Oh no. Okay, stop messing with it. The grandmother, the healing storyteller, the net of cosmic grandmothers. Tonantzin, the core, the liquid fire. Aging is a time of welcome darkness, the end of a woman's bleeding cycles, menopause. A woman who no longer menstruates takes charge of the power within her. The womb becomes a moon crystal, a crystal ball. This is a time in which her ancient wisdom and life experience are expressed. Old women are teachers and guides that attend to and nurture young girls and boys in their first years of life. They counsel mothers. The wise old woman has great strength, holding up a lantern and lighting the way for others, illuminating the inner path. The sage grandmother knows the way. Connect to that grandmother inside. See, grandmother moon, as we call her here, is for the north. The wisdom years element is the earth. The chakra is the crown and root chakra. The animal is buffalo, as we see in here. The color is white. White buffalo woman, right? North is white. The moon is the waning moon. The qualities is wisdom, mystery, knowledge, restfulness, logic, and grounding. Beautiful. And then the number 6 over here is the child. Look at, don't they go? Oh, what is that? The looking into the eyes of the elderly and seeing the innocence of the child. Something like I wrote like that. Is that like the haiku, the things that don't seem to go together, but they do? And comparing when you're looking into the eyes of our elders and how they return back to that innocence of that child, right? Is aging, is that elderly, is not getting old beyond your time. It's a return to that innocence. Return to that innocence. And look at, see, we go through these cycles. There's the baby, the child, right? The woman, the crone, the sage. Interesting. Childhood is a time of exploration, curiosity, learning, playfulness, naughtiness, and the desire for discovery in the given space, wherever you are. What is this? Let me explore this place that I'm in. The child is imagination and innocence, as I skipped a sentence there, and the desire for discovery in this given space. It is a time of nourishment and learning from one's parents and natural surroundings. And when all channels are open, all of our channels are open. Oh, all of our senses, we're taking everything in. We're little sponges. What does your little sponge look up? The child is imagination and innocence, and the belief that anything is possible. Freedom. The child possesses endless potential within her or him, and the great power of fire. Yeah, aren't they little firecrackers? The child is the daughter of culture itself. She is the Amazon girl, the wild tree climber. So in that children energy, in that woman energy, as we get older, we get into that man energy. So let's look at that, right? The child is the daughter of culture, and then we grow up, we become the son of man, or the son of God, whatever, right? Man and woman. All those who follow the spirit are sons of God. Direction is the south. Look at north and south. It's about balancing. We go from the childhood up into the adulthood. But we did this little backwards like a Benjamin Button kind of a thing. We did. 43, I just saw. Direction is the south. Element is the fire. Sacral, sexual, the womb. We have porcupine and coyote as the animals. The color is red. The moon is the crescent moon. Qualities: innocence, curiosity, learning, and a playfulness. Wow. Just a beautiful, look at that. What a beautiful week we have coming up. Get in touch with the old woman inside of you. You're a little girl too, okay? Man, woman, okay, whatever. We all have these energies. It's important for all of us to get connected to them, to be fully, holy, and true. Who we were made to be. How Creator made us. What is that purpose? What is the gift we have to give to the world? That only we can, right? We need to shine our lights like only we can. Right? So, there we go. Whoops! That was all folded over. I want us to see that. Oh, okay. And there we go. Bob's my daddy and it's his birthday. Today it's his birthday. Birthday. Wait up. Okay, you see everything there then. Right? If I go everything, you can see it too. And that's it. There we go. Have a wonderful, blessed day and week. And beautiful, beautiful beings. Beautiful peoples, right? Get in touch. All parts of yourself. Have fun. Explore. What's your inner child trying to say to you? Right? What's that elder? How's that elder trying to help you guide that child? Beautiful. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, get out and play today. Get out and play this week. Love yous. Thank you for being you, shining your light through in everything you do, because you know it. This world really needs you. Thank you. Love you.